This video is a gift that keeps on giving. A student came to me and said that he watched a video about how to aim like Aspas, and he insisted that because Aspas shot 2 bullet bursts at most ranges, or in his words, all ranges, this was the surefire way to be shooting the Vandal. Now, is this fact or fiction? In this video, we're gonna deep dive them and figure that answer out for ourselves. You're watching a pro player, and I think it's important to watch a pro player. How many VODs did you watch?
I did not watch any VODs. I searched up how to aim like Aspas on YouTube and watched a bunch of videos. And
how to aim like Aspas on... Okay, let's take a look at this. This is gonna be okay. Good. All right, this one. Which one did you watch? Ethos?
I watched that one at first, but I watched other ones too. And most of them say the same thing. The 2 bullet bursts.
The 2 bullet bursts? Okay, so let's watch Ethos.
Yeah.
Aspas has been considered one of the best players mechanically in the world for a long time. While lots of different players have peaks and dips in their performance, Aspas is one of the few players who consistently performs at a top level. And
that looks like a spray to me.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to play like him too. Hey guys, Ethos here.
Looks like a spray to me.
Just want to say that if you enjoy this video, remember to
looks like a spray to me.
Comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and that I stream every day on Twitch.
That was also a spray.
What makes Aspas different from other top players? Is it his game sense? Is it reaction time?
Spray.
Maybe his confidence and good looks. While many other professional players may compete with him in those things, it's really his aim and movement that sets him apart. There are plenty of other players who have excellent movement and have mastered something you guys might know as calm aim to pair with it. But Aspas pairs his movement differently with his aim. If you see here, Aspas's aim is a lot flickier, closer to being on par with how Tens or Asuna moves their mouse. But the key part here is that Aspas has mastered complementing this flicky aim style with his pinpoint movement.
It ain't that deep. And I know Ethos knows that too.
Often, movement aimers are seen as slower, calmer aimers that focus on taking their time with their shots.
I think Ethos knows this, but he knows that this market is telling him to put aim content out there. Like, that's the same thing with mine. It's like, if I put the word aim, uses shoot up. It's like, we're looking into
using the movement to help them aim. For Aspas, he focuses less on aiming with his movement and just uses his movement to cover.
He's literally moving into every shot. What is he talking about? Like, look at this.
Reset time.
What is he talking about?
Is how much he moves and how fast he shoots after he stops moving. Majority of movement focused players will take longer strafes in between each shot and try to be more careful about correcting their shot with them. Aspas has essentially eliminated this extra window of time and will flick and shoot immediately after taking his step, stopping on a dime almost every time. Bars. Mastering this is a lot easier said than done. But today, I'll be going over the steps you need to take to start.
He's literally moving into every fight. What is he talking about?
Learning how to aim like Aspas. First, we're going to take a look at the flicks. To start, a lot of what these calm aimers lose by overcompensating with their aim is the speed and accuracy of their first initial flick. So to practice this, we'll start by standing completely still and just practice flicking in between each bot.
But he's not flicking! He's walking into the shots. What are we talking about? I feel like, again, it comes back to like content, right? It's like, oh, if I put an aim video out, people watch the video, which is unfortunate because, you know, as a coach, when I see this, I'm like, out of all the people that have seen me regularly, I've had maybe 8 people that have been like, you gotta go hit the laps. And I've seen 2,000 students, right? And 8 people, right? All right, this is all this like regular crap you see on YouTube all the time. Let's shoot bots, Me trying to aim like Aspas. He's literally just going to do the exact same thing, which is just moving and shooting, which is normal.
I recommend watching the video I sent you. I think I took more away from that video than this one.
Okay. I feel like half of Ethos clips is like, here, look at me just like shooting people.
Okay, there's a couple things here. First off, how many times have you guys heard the idea that when you get caught off guard in a gunfight, that you need to prioritize your movement here? When people say that, this is what they mean. Whatever your crosshair is over here to the right, let's watch after he gets his kill. Let's watch Aspas here. Look, Aspas's crosshair is out of position, right? So what a lot of people, what a TikTok coaches, everybody's going to tell you that you need to move here, which is true. But Aspas, less than the best mechanical players in the world, they actually do something different. They go for this insta flick shot like this, but you can tell Aspas isn't even trying to aim yet. What he's doing is like he's flick.
He didn't flick there.
He didn't. But like the thing that is important here that I really like that he's pointing out is like he's going to take his time. And the reason why he's taking his time is because he's dead. This guy should win 9 times out of 10. He's been caught off guard. He should be dead. So in Aspas's mind, it's like, I'm already fucked anyway. Let me just take my time and make sure I hit the shot. And that's calm aim. If there's anything that's calm about that, it's like the mental behind, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
What do I have to lose now? Right? And now you just gotta hope this other person whiffs, which is the case.
And I believe I have another clip for you guys here. Here's the exact same example from Les. I want you guys to watch. He gets caught off guard here. I want you to look what he does. So his crosshair's in the open here. And now watch. This person peeks.
He's gonna move to the right.
Move. A lot of people tell you just move here. Look what he does. He moves and goes for the slick shot. Goes for the initial
He moves
flick,
to the left. Okay.
and now he's gonna focus on this, converting this second burst.
And he moves to the right.
He actually intends to kill. You'll notice.
So he misses on his first shot, and then he mass protocols, goes MASS again, and he moves to the right. It's like a brief amount of movement, small amount, and then he shoots again. Yeah. It's all mass. Everyone does this. Everyone high level does this. I mean, honestly, man, out of everything that we just watched, how much of this was talking about two-tap bursting?
Some of it.
Where? They didn't say a thing.
They did.
When? When did they say it? Dude, I was watching it with you. They did not say a damn thing about you have to 2-bullet burst everything. In fact, I told you the opposite. I told you he's spraying all of these ankles. He's spraying everything.
It's when Les was up there.
Yeah, but he's not, it's not 2-bullet bursting everything, right? Yeah. You did that for the entire clip. The entire game, you were 2-bullet bursting. You saw a clip of Les, 2-bullet bursting, or like, this is what I must do all time. It doesn't make sense. Okay, let's look at Dopey's video really quick.
So for example, the perfect mechanical player to me would probably be someone that's really good at spraying close range. And in the mid-range, they're making sure to stay mobile with really good burst technique.
Yeah.
And in the long range, they have very good micro adjustments and tapping. What?
There you go. Thank you, Dopey. There's nothing here I disagree with.
This described is pretty much Aspas in a nutshell. So what I really want to highlight here is his mid-range to long-range duels. He is very burst-oriented. When I mean burst-oriented, I mean like he literally shoots 2 bullets, takes like a micro step, shoots 2 more bullets, takes another micro step, shoots 2 more bullets. And the rate that he gets these bursts off is insane. It's like, it's kind of almost like he's matching the fire rate of a spray, but he's maintaining the accuracy and mobility of bursting.
Here's what I'm gonna take away from this. If you were to spray every fight and you were to win every gunfight, who the hell am I to say stop doing that? But it doesn't mean that it needs to be your style. It's like Jordan Nathan Gilbert, when he coached me a long time ago, he was saying one of the things that he does with an M4, which a lot of people don't do back in Counter-Strike, was he would intentionally aim for the neck, right? But there's other players, like Simple, that wouldn't aim for the neck. They would aim for the head. So who's more right? And this is not a shot at Dopey or anything like that, but you gotta be really careful with YouTube videos. Because the more that I notice that I'm doing content, a lot of it is just like my best content that I feel like will help you guys isn't being pushed. And you should look at those lower view videos because there's a lot of really good gold nuggets in there. Anything that is like pushed is what's marketable. This video is very, very marketable. He's presenting evidence. Like if we were to break this down, he's presenting like, oh, here's Aspas. Let me talk a little bit about it. Here's all the settings that he uses. That's marketable, right? And then he's got, oh, this is a technique that I noticed he does. But he doesn't do it all the time, but it's marketed like he's doing it all the time. So then people who are unsuspecting, like you, are like, oh, this is how Aspas shoots. I will do that all the time. And it's sold like that. And it's not even a shot at Dopey. It's just the way that it is. He's noticing one little mechanic about his gameplay. He's like, this is really cool. You guys should try this. But I don't think there's any point in time here where Dopey's like, this is the only way you should shoot. Because he's a coach too, he doesn't look like that. He doesn't talk like that. And he knows enough that he wouldn't do that either. Like I would even go to argue that if you watch how Dopey does it, there's a critical error in how he shoots with the bursting. And you can see it here. It's the U shape, which creates a lot of problems if you're not timing things right with your movement.
It's going to be synced with your movement,
right?
So you can kind of
watch how his, see how it's bumping up and down like that?
I would recommend you just back up into the range.
See that? He's going up and down. He's going up and down. That creates more problems than good with a lot of players, right? That's why I was saying, like, just movement is really the big key. Out of his gameplay, movement is the big key. It's not really like the shooting mechanics. His shooting mechanics, he's still kind of doing the idea behind like trying to like hit them to pause them and stuff, right?
Micro burst against these,
but you can see it like up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, if you go into longer ranges, that's going to be magnified by a lot. It's gonna be magnified by a lot, that little bounce, right? Close range is no big deal. This is kind of what I was talking about before, right?
So quickly covering the close range stuff. This isn't very complicated, but basically when he's close range and he feels like he should spray, he will spray.
There you go. I agree. Your goal is just hit your first shot. If you hit your first shot, magical things happen. And it doesn't even have to be a headshot. It can be just a body shot. You body shot them, you tag them, they stand still, and you can finish them off. The key really is to all of these videos is the movement. The movement dominates everything. If you whiff, the movement gets you out of the problem. It's not the flick. It's not anything like that. It's just the movement. You move, you get another chance. You get another chance. No matter how you're shooting the gun, whether it be a spray, a burst, a tap, you get another chance, right? If you time it perfectly to where you can dodge the shot. You gotta remember too, a lot of these games are on LAN. So a lot of these clips, like this one, for example, we can't even really use legitimately because the game performs completely different on LAN. Just be wary when you're looking at these aim guides that there's more than meets the eye than just one little thing. And I will say this for Dopeye too. Dopeye knows this, and Dopeye is even saying that in the video. But a lot of you guys don't hear that, and that's the problem.